So that's the story that we are focusing on. Annamalai saying, even if we die, we will not cancel NEET. Very, very strong words coming there from Annamalai. NEET is, of course, one of the most contentious issues in Tamil Nadu, and every political party has milked it more times than required. But without any concrete results, this way or that, we still have to wait for it. We all know what the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam stand is on NEET. Abolish NEET, it has said forever. And I remember interviewing Udayanidhi back then, who said, I promise that once we come to power, NEET shall be abolished within the first 100 days. Well, it has been 1,000 days now and counting, and no action has been taken on the matter. I also remember how Udayanidhi initiated a mega signature campaign against NEET with the idea of collecting 50 lakh signatures in 50 days opposing NEET. But much like the photo that he showed of an egg with NEET written on it, in Tamil, an egg is called a muttai, which actually also means a zero, muttai. You know, that's what he showed. You can see that on the screen. Nothing really happened. He did everything possible. He failed. Reason is that it is not just some piece of paper one can change just like that. It requires political action with union government's consent and presidential assent. Second, it's also a constitutional issue because after the 42nd Amendment, education is on the concurrent list where the centre and the states have equal power to enact laws. Now, in the latest salvo, President of Tamil Nadu BJP K. Annamalai, while replying to a query in Coimbatore from where he is fighting elections, said this about NEET, and I am quoting him. He said, even if we die, we will not withdraw NEET. Even if we die, we will not cancel NEET. NEET is good for poor students. Annamalai later elaborated on NEET and also added how NEET gave access to government medical colleges for poor students, claiming that many poor students could enter these institutions for the first time due to the exam. Well, fact of the matter is that there have been many suicides owing to NEET, and it's not the number really. You know, we'll put up those numbers. And many of you may feel that, okay, this is the number, but I'm telling you it's not the number, but the very fact that kids have died by suicide due to failure in NEET. The death of Anita in 2000 is one death which had shaken the very conscious of people of Tamil Nadu, which is what the DMK has been consistently saying, but done nothing about it. Targeting the DMK, Annamalai added and said, since 1967, DMK brought only 5 government medical and 17 private colleges to Tamil Nadu. We brought 15 government medical colleges. Our intention is to ensure poor students go to government medical colleges through competitive exams. We've heard so much about NEET. I have done around 20 stories about NEET, and we all talk about expensive tuitions, disappointments, private college versus government college, etc., etc., etc. Let's debate why NEET refuses to go away from the political landscape of Tamil Nadu. Let me introduce you to the guest today, Salem Dharanidharan-DMK spokesperson. Narayanan Thirupathy, Vice President, BJP Tamil Nadu, is also with us, and also Anubha Shrivastava Sahai, who is an educationalist and President of IWPA. We want to keep the debate balanced because it is both political as well as academic, and that's why no better person than Anubha to actually helm this for us. A very warm welcome to all of you. Anubha, first of all, without politics, we've done a lot of stories on NEET, you know, earlier also. It's about dying by suicide, it's about disappointments, it's about expensive, you know, tutorials for students, it's about government medical college versus private medical colleges. Now, Annamalai, BJP president, has said, we will never scrap NEET. Your opening comments on it. Do you think it is very, very strong, but it only, I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, but do you think it needs to be more nuanced?
Thank you, Sujat, for having me on the show. And this issue of NEET scrapping by Tamil Nadu government is not new. Even last year also, I remember we have done some shows on this issue. And I think the government should understand that they should support the students instead of instigating students about the education system, which now whichever government is in place, they are trying to improve the education system, overall education system, bring parity among all the students across India. These entrance exams are being introduced. Even though we have also opposed a lot of times, CUET exams are there. There are so many entrance exams which have been introduced. But the thing is that the state government should support all the students instead of opposing such stand by any government. Today it's BJP government, tomorrow it may be some any other government. The stand of the state government should be to support the students right from the pre-primary level. As far as education in Tamil Nadu is concerned, I know how difficult it is for a middle class or even for a lower middle class child to study in private schools. Forget about NEET and other private
Right.
colleges. Right from pre-primary level, at school level, the fees is unaffordable now for low middle
Right.
class children. So I think government should, instead
Yeah,
of
but Anubha,
doing
to
all
say
the
that,
politics,
so I understand that's what the DMK has said, but then the BJP has taken a countervailing position and says that we will never scrap NEET. Do you think that is more, I mean, that is all right? I mean, to take a stand like that?
see, I would not like to comment on this. All these are political statements being
Right.
made by all these
Yeah, I
political
appreciate
parties.
that.
But the thing is that they should try to understand that students are going to suffer. Even if you are making a
All
statement
right.
like this, we will never scrap JEE or we will never scrap NEET. They should first try to make the students understand why all these exams are necessary, and if at all any student is facing problem, it's the role of both central and state
All
government to
right.
provide them proper education
Yeah.
right from the beginning, be it coaching or be it any other thing.
All right.
So students are going to suffer because of all this
Yeah,
political.
so Anubha, let me get Narayan Thirupathy in, who's Vice President of BJP. Then I'll go to Salem Dharanidharan, requesting you to just please 2 minutes wait pannunga. Wait for 2 minutes. I'll come to you. Narayan Thirupathy, sorry for that Tamil. It just comes out inadvertently. Narayan, this kind of a statement that we will never ever scrap NEET. This absolute statements. Where is this coming from? Because Narayan, before you start, this Annamalai says that many poor students could enter these institutions for the first time due to the exam. But that's not factually correct, because many students from rural and underprivileged backgrounds enrolled into government medical colleges even before the NEET happened.
First of all, I would like to say that it is not a political statement by Mr. Annamalai, but it's a practical statement by Mr. Annamalai. We need to understand this. Just because of some suicides, the NEET should be stopped. But then the 10th and 12th examinations conducted by the Tamil Nadu government should be stopped, because thousands and thousands of students have committed suicides in the last so many decades. Thousands and thousands of students fearing examinations, 10th or 12th, or failing in examination 10th or 12th. So have we stopped it? No. We have to create confidence among the students, and that is the duty of the the government, the politicians, the parents, etc. We should understand this. Number two, as rightly said by Mr. Annamalai, it is correct that more number of rural people have joined the medical colleges, because, Sudha, before NEET, so many districts in Tamil Nadu, had only single digit in numbers. But after the NEET, now it is in all the districts we get students in double digits. And also, before NEET, from 2005 to 2014, the 10 years, only 211 students were picked up for this medical examination. Right. They got admitted for, 1 minute, let me finish. Got admitted for medical from government school students. Whereas after NEET had come, and after our JP Nadda, the present president of BJP and the former health minister, he has advised 7.5% have been given as a reservation, and now 500, more than 500 people are getting admitted in medical college.
Okay.
And you say this Udayanidhi showed that muttai, egg, okay, and Udayanidhi is showing for the chicken schools, the Kodi Pannai schools we used to tell in Tamil, those schools from Rasipuram, Namakkal, were producing 700 to 800 students every year.
All
so
right.
he is in favor of schools and the private medical college.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Narayan makes a very, very strong comment there. He said, why are you looking at through the prism of politics, what Annamalai said? He says it's a very practical suggestion. Dharanidharan, your chance now, your opening comments on this, and please take it away.
First and foremost, there is no politics in why we do not want NEET. It's internationally now accepted that entrance exams are antithesis to the concept of merit. As recent as a few years back, the Harvard professor, Mr. Sanders, on philosophy and economics, wrote this book, Tyranny of Merit. In this book, he clearly showcases how the entrance exam scores are directly proportional to parental wealth, parental
Then he should come to India. Mr. Sanders should come to India, because everywhere.
Across the world, ma'am, it's not just India. It's not.
No, but what is happening here, sir? I mean, if you look at it.
No, don't interrupt me. That's what I'm saying. Even here, entrance exams are antithesis to social justice. I'll explain why. A girl called Anita committed suicide.
Yeah,
right?
I mentioned her.
I mentioned she scored 176 out of 1,200 in 12 board exams. What was her percentile? Her percentile was 99.99. Why could she not clear NEET? Was it because she did not have the ability? No, it was only because she did not have the resources to study for an additional exam.
True.
Her mother passed away when she was young. She had to take care of an younger sibling. She had to work to augment the family income. So she could only go to school, come back, work, and then maybe in the night study. Where is the time and resources?
So Dharanidharan,
I have cleared several entrance exams, not one, several. I've gone for training exams. All these entrance exams, including IIT, are trainable.
So right? I am asking you, what has your government, because like I said, I interviewed Uday, you know, when the elections were on.
I'll make you another pertinent point, ma'am.
No, but so what has your government been able to stop the NEET juggernaut so far? Because it involves political as well as constitutional. Yeah, let's get to brass tacks, right?
No, I'll come there. First, I'll give me 20 seconds. Then also, I will say what I had to say. And then I'll go and say what my government has also done. Right? So, in 2003, RECs were converted to NITs. Before they were RECs in Trichy, for example, let me go to Trichy, they could admit students based on school marks. Once they got converted into NIT, right? It was through AIEEE exam. I also cleared AIEEE, went to NIT. But the type of students who started going to NIT Trichy drastically changed. When it was an REC, only 20% of the students from Tamil Nadu who joined RECs were from Chennai. But once it became entrance exam, from 2003 to 2008, people who joined NIT Trichy, 70% were from Chennai. And 90% had gone to a coaching class.
Yeah, all right.
So does it mean after it becomes NIT, only people in Chennai had the intelligence? No. It's because entrance exams in Chennai, there were resources. Per capita GDP is higher, which is why we are saying entrance exams should go. In 2006, when Kalaniak formed the government, he managed to scrap entrance exams for medicine. Again, it required the same kind of amendment. What did he do? A resolution was passed in the assembly, sent to the governor. The governor immediately sent it to the president. President gave the assent. But here, we said we'll do it in a month because the process, if the constitution has been followed, should take less than a month. The governor has no job sitting on a bill for more than a year. We have had a lot of editorials, not a Tamil Nadu problem, it's a pan-India problem. In opposition rule state, the government's put the bill on abeyance. Right? So you should have been subtly sent back, or you should have sent it back to the assembly.
All right. So we know that R.N. Ravi and your government has collided many times.
So then R.N. Ravi, after a year and a half, sent it to the president. Now president is sitting on it.
All right.
She has not even sent it back.
But net, the students are sitting there also. No, Dharanidharan, the student who cannot afford to go to a tutorial in Pudukkottai is also sitting there, does not know all the nuances that you are talking about. Net, what was done? You can't as government go and say, I tried, it did not happen, ma, wait for some more time. I am talking about net. No, wait for your turn now. Anubha, Shrivastava, Sahai, I want to come to you, ma'am, and I want to ask you that the thing is that there is, you know, you see that the kind of clash that they have, the bone of contention. They are saying that, you know, there is also a clash between government medical colleges and private. I mean, the BJP alleges that a lot of these private medical colleges are held by some of the DMK politicians. I am not saying it, they have said it, they have gone to town saying it, and that is why they are against NEET. Private colleges are super expensive. Let me tell you, I know a case in my family. And what DMK says is, well, tutorials are super expensive, because they say there is 12 lakhs and 13 lakhs. What does a student do, ma'am? Tell me, if he or she wants to study medicine, if NEET is not the way? Because a lot of other states say, listen, Kerala, we are doing NEET. Karnataka, those students are studying in school in Kannada, they are studying in Malayalam, Telugu, Bengali in West Bengal. Why is it that Tamil Nadu students have a problem? Anubha.
I agree, Sudhaji, and this is totally baseless and useless justification by these politicians who are now planning to ruin the future of our students. See, Tamil Nadu students will be left behind if they will scrap NEET. Then students from Tamil Nadu are going to suffer, not the students from West Bengal or from Maharashtra or from any other state. I don't think any other state has opposed this stand. Apart from opposing this NEET, there are other entrance exams also. If you want to become a CA, you have to clear CA foundation, then CA intern and final. So are they going to scrap CA also? Are they going to scrap other entrance exams also? So these are totally baseless and justifications. Instead of focusing on opposing NEET or any other entrance exam, if the government will focus on improving the quality of education right from the beginning, right from pre-primary level, why they are saying that poor students are not able to afford? Why government is not providing coaching to all these students? And they are
Okay.
not providing better services to all these students who are in small cities, small towns. Provide them better facilities. We are paying education tax. What are you doing with that money? We are paying for RT money. We are
All
paying
right,
for
Anubha.
RT fund also. What are you doing? So my suggestion or request and humble appeal to the government that please don't get into all this politics. Let a student, and this year, Sudhaji,
But they
more
are
than
saying, both
25
sides
lakh
say,
students have enrolled.
Anubha,
Sudhaji, this year,
yeah,
let me tell you, this year more than 25 lakh students have registered for NEET.
yeah.
So if the students are registering for NEET, it means the demand is growing. So why they're trying to stop? If you want to really support the students, you provide them better service, better facilities
All
right
right.
from school
That's a
level.
point. Yeah, that's a point. And I think it goes against the DMK, but you mean, Anubha, that I don't mean a particular government or dispensation. Any government should be supporting the students, that if the enrollment has gone so much up, then they should be able to support the students. Narayan, Thirupathy, let's go to the AK Rajan report, which said NEET has robbed marginalized students, including SC, ST. Candidates of the few seats they secured in pre-NEET area. Data shows that a lot of students who are impoverished have been left behind. Your comment on this, because this was a commission.
Sudha, the AK Rajan committee's report is totally false, and we have proved it. And all these allegations and all these lies were tabled in front of this Honorable Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court, after verifying all these allegations, after verifying all the documents submitted by those in favor of NEET, particularly represented by Mrs. Nalini Chidambaram, very clearly the court has observed and said that no, you have to continue with NEET. That is what the Honorable Supreme Court has said. Whatever the charges, whatever the disadvantages the DMK or the AIDMK or anyone says, the Supreme Court has very clearly said, including the BJP government, which had asked for 1 more year's extension, 1 more year's exemption for NEET. The Supreme Court stuck it down and said, no, you have to continue with this because you are favoring, that is the Tamil Nadu government that time, the AIWPA government favoring private medical colleges. The Honorable Supreme Court has done. So, after going through so many legal formalities only, legal cases, everything only,
Right.
this has been done. We need to understand that NEET is there to stay.
All right. So, like Anubha says, Narayan, before I come to Salem Dharanidharan, Narayan, if you say, okay, your government comes to power, okay, and for the sake of the argument, you say, I will never scrap NEET. Will you support the students and subsidize the tutorial fees for them? Can you say this on my show?
See, Sudha, first of all, I would like to say that, initially there was a problem when this was faced, and it is because of the quality of the education, right? Anubha said the quality of the education in Tamil Nadu was bad. That is the main reason. Then they said that only the CBSE syllabus are being taught there, but it is not so. Now all syllabus everything is included, and now people are feeling this. First of all, Sudha, I would like to mention that those who are getting medical admissions from Tamil Nadu
All right.
has doubled in the last 5 years because now Tamil Nadu students are able to get admissions throughout India also. We need to understand that previously it was not there. So
Yeah.
now NEET has given a huge advantage. More number of, in thousands, more number of students
All
are
right.
joining medical exam in medical colleges. We have to understand.
All right. Okay, Salem Dharanidharan, I want to come to you. You've heard what Anubha said and what Narayan Thirupathy said. I want to come to you, although will you first of all accept that it's more political than practical, unlike what Narayan said? Because it seems like it's totally political, because you've time and again listed why your party is so against, you know, a NEET. So I want to ask you, why is it, if there was constitutional impediment, the governor sat on the bill, the president allegedly refused to give assent, etc., 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 happened. Kalengir, you could do it, but your government is still waiting. I am asking you, what did you do in the interim to help students? Because Tamil Nadu statistics shows that a large number of students are opting to sit for NEET. So what did you do instead of fighting it on the streets? How did you help the young ones?
Ma'am, firstly, when I speak on NEET, I never speak as a DMK spokesperson. I speak as someone who has understood the system, having been in top university and cleared the exams. And I also tell you, DMK government is providing free coaching for NEET in government schools and also for IIT JEE. In fact, number of students getting into IIT JEE, Tamil Nadu has in government schools increased tenfold in the last 3 years. And if they get into IIT or in any union government institutions, the entire fees is taken care by the Tamil Nadu government. When it comes to, when people speak about quality of education, Tamil Nadu is baffling because we have the best quality of education. Tamil Nadu has 4 doctors per 1,000. You know what is the Indian average? 0.5. So there's 8
Yeah,
times
it has
more
best one of the, yeah, there are no
and
doubt.
best healthcare in India. Best healthcare in India is because of doctors. These doctors were produced because of
So,
NEET?
sir,
No.
what
We
have you
have the
done
best
to
medical
help?
colleges.
As the tutorials, have the tuition fees gone down? How have you seen that no more Anitas happen in Tamil Nadu? You have been in power. NEET has been part of your manifesto. If you feel that this requires a long-term cosmetic surgery, what have you done immediately to solve it, sir?
That's what I'm
They
saying.
opened
Immediately we came
more
to power, we
coaching
started
centers,
giving free
DMK
coaching for
did.
NEET. And we have started improving the quality of the government schools. We looked, the enrollment for government schools in Tamil Nadu started increasing in the last 3 years. I have the data, I can go Google it also. Anyone viewing this can go Google. The enrollment ratio has increased by 10% to 15% in government schools. That is a testament to the fact that the quality has improved and a lot of money has gone to the government
So,
schools.
if the
I'll tell
quality
you one
has
thing.
improved, Salem Dharanidharan, which means
Problem.
they are
What is
now
the
more
problem?
adept. Now, are they more adept to sit for NEET, sir? If the quality has
See,
improved?
I think the whole
Tell me.
premises of everyone arguing here is wrong. And you're not letting me complete. The whole point is, it is not that it is not that Tamil Nadu students were not equipped to clear NEET, but the whole premise is that you can't have entrance exams. If you want to maintain quality, you have an exit.
Sir, your government said, sir,
Let
your
me
government
complete.
said,
Let me
your
complete.
government
Let
said
me-
that they study in Tamil medium, like my parents
me
did,
complete,
lot
huh?
of
Let me
other, no,
complete.
you
See,
can't keep speaking, sir. You're not answering my
See, you're not
question.
letting me complete
So,
the whole
will
concept. Give
you
me 10
say,
without interruption, give me 30 seconds. Without interruption.
do I
I'll
have
ask you
30
one simple
seconds?
question.
I have to ask my
How much?
producers.
The
Yeah,
best
go on.
university in the
Dharanidharan,
world
quickly,
for
yeah.
best university in the world for science is ETH Zurich, right? Produce highest number of Nobel laureates, including Einstein. Do they have an entrance exams to recruit their students? No. Though the Swiss has the best education system, but they don't believe in education system because across the world it's agreed that education system is against
This is going
merit.
Satyajit
Tamil Nadu, we
Rai
are protesting
and
because it's a
Ravindranath
state of
Tagore
social
were
justice.
homeschooled, sir. They are brilliant. This is not the you making comparisons which have, I mean, just because Satyajit Rai or Gurudev Ravindranath Tagore studied at home, that doesn't mean I don't send my child to school. We have to work in the system. I asked you,
I am saying
if government
school
schools
work
have
is
improved, sir, one nimsham.
I am saying
If
school
government
work is
schools have
sufficient.
improved, then they should be able to give NEET. I don't get an answer.
not true,
And
not
at
true.
the end of it, it is only about politics. And I wish someone will sit there and think about the students and think that if Tamil students are so brilliant and they are registering themselves year after year, then let the government, DMK, BJP, AIDMK, whoever comes, support them. Where will you go and pay such tuition fee? Thank you so much. I just have time for that. Dharanidharan, thank you. Narayan, such a pleasure. Anubha, thank you very much for joining us on this show.